from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio. You're listening to Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your hosts, Benny Wilson and Thomas Christian.
Good evening. This is your host, Benny. You know, one of the things that is very difficult for me to do is to make a show based on real information, up-to-date real information, because as most of the time when I doing my show, I'm getting all these tests, all these messages, not only for my fans, for my followers, but I have also tests and messages for my contacts. You know, and that is the reason why my introduction took a little longer, because right in the moment I was about to go in the air, there you go. My contact in the elite send me more information, and you know, it just takes a lot of time of energy, you know. So anyway, we are on the road now, and we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So let's resume what's going on today in the denial process. Today we have news that this news actually was posted on a Twitter, saying they're talking about resuming normal life right now in Mosul, in Iraq, in most of the areas. They're talking about resuming a normal life, and this is something that you need to pay attention, because the media in Iraq is totally different than the media in the West, in Europe, in United States. And this is something that you need to understand, that because there are facts that when I tell you something that is actually a fact, it's true. And let me give you a good example. Now, there are things that the government of Iraq only allows, so the media and the reporting can only report that. They only filter out the things that they need the whole world to know about. Okay? Is it the same thing in the United States? Yes. But the only difference is that in the United States, they don't need a government to tell you, hey, this is what you're going to report. They don't. The media, it is controlled by the elites, by the liberals, by the establishment, is already corrupt in the United States. So they don't need a government to tell you, hey, this is the news that you have. Go ahead and report it. They don't need that. In Iraq, they do that. Meaning, all right, what is the approach? What is the efforts and the solutions we already having on hand? So the reporters got that information from the government, from the officials, and that's exactly what they report. If they report something that is fake, trust me, they get reprehended. Why? Because it's a total different environment in an Islamic state. It's a total different environment. We already know that government, it is a very slow, turtle-oriented walking environment. They don't work as fast as we do. So therefore, when they do the things that they do, we think about it. Well, wait a minute, isn't this supposed to be done in about a day or two? Why is it taking 2 months for that? It's because of the same environment. See, not only the country, for those who are listening to me right now, you probably will say, yeah, what Ben is saying is true. Because if you ever been in countries like Italy, Spain, any European countries, they don't work as much as we do. They don't. Okay? So, the same thing goes with Arab countries, especially in Iraq. They don't do the things that they do like we do it. We do it fast. We try to do it as fast as we can. And that also brings us to a lot of other issues that I don't want to talk about it. But I'm just letting you know what's going on. Because there's a lot of people asking me the same question. You know, not too long ago I reported that Mosul was liberated, was free already. And people took it like, okay, so it was free already. Why is it that we're still waiting for Mosul to be declared? It's because I just told you many times. Mosul is a stage. Mosul is being liberated for a year and a half. And I've been telling you, and I'm going to confirm it again. When you guys exchange and you find out what was the reason, we've been waiting for all these times and all the delays, you will be very pissed. I've been telling you this. Notice that everything I'm telling you, I never come back and give you a reason to bullshit. I don't do that. I either give you the truth or I shut up. That is what I've been doing all this time. So let's just start it from the very beginning. So we had the news this morning that they're reassuming normal life. Why a country, listen to me, why a country that is still under war, there is still needs for money, there is still needs for military aid, that just recently we have the Donald Trump son-in-law and his daughter coming over, that is still have Kurdistan living, that is still have Kirkuk living, that is still have all these countries, all this chaos and drama. Why would a responsible media in Iraq will say such a thing as Mosul is getting ready to reestablish a normal life? Why? Because that's the way they want to give the whole world, is that, hey, we don't have no more problems. That is exactly the sign. That's the message right there. That's what you need to consider. You see, once Iraq revalue his currency, they will need immediate visitors in their country. Why? Because the process of revaluating the currency is not as easy as saying, okay, I used to be pennies to the dollar. Now I'm going to be $4 to the dollar. It's not as easy as that. They need to have a plan, a smart move to make everything in accordance so they will not lose money. See, I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of Baghdad lately, but Baghdad has been rebuilt as we're speaking. And it looked like another Vegas. Just like that. I'm not lying to you. You can Google it. Baghdad is looking like a top of technology and modern area. It looks beautiful. That's the real face of Baghdad in Iraq. So they're gonna have the need to bring a lot of tourists in their country. And trust me, they will do that because they have a smart move. They have a smart plan to do that. And that way, it will happen maybe the first day or in the days to come after the revalue. After the revalue, they will come out and all of a sudden there will be no fallen building, no destruction, no more dead, no more nothing. It would be like Godzilla show up one day and then he just left the place. Now we can continue with our lives. Just like that. That's the way the elite control everything. They are the creators of the chaos. and they're also the creators of peace. They change the reality, just like they can change a TV, just like that. Because we rely only, and when I say I said the humanity, the people around outside the country, we only depend only on the information that they gave us. That doesn't mean that that's the real information. It only means that they just feed us what we need to know, not what we want to know. Okay? I'm giving you this explanation so you understand what's going on in Iraq right now. Okay? And I will give you more intel right now for what is being given to me and what other gurus are saying out there. All right? You can grab my information and then analyze it. And then decide if my information is truth or is logic or is just fake. Just like the name of my show, the Fake News Show. You be the judge, not me. You'll be the judge. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to tell you, hey, I'm right and they are wrong. No. I'm only here to share my information. So here's your information. Many people have been asking me, how will that introduction of the rate will be? And you can ask, like I said again, do your research. Any decent and honest broker, ask them about revaluation of currency, and they will tell you this. Yeah, any money, any currency around the world, revaluate every day. That is 100% the truth. So why is it that the whole world don't know? Because the revaluation can come from 3 cents the dollar, 4 cents the dollar, the most 10 cents. And when it comes to 10 cents the dollar, we'll hear it and we'll see it on the news. Let me give you an example. The Mexican peso. The Mexican peso, before it fell into 23 pesos the dollar, it was devaluing between 4 to 5 cents the week. So when it fall, the biggest fall was when they fall for $1. For more than 10 cents or 50 cents, it will automatically come out in the news. And since we are their neighbors, we also find out about it. Because I bet you anything that if Mexico will be located outside America, we'll probably find out a week or two later on. Now understand and please hold that thought, what I'm just telling you. When the revaluation and introduction of the dinar happens, may occur the same way, meaning that in the morning when the international markets opens up, it probably will show 5 cents. And then 2 hours later it will go 10 cents. And then 4 hours will go 5 cents. It's not going to be a big deal. Okay? Let's follow the prophecy of King Clement. King Clement says something like this. He said, I just know that I see something and there's nothing. And this next day, there's nothing. And the next day, there's nothing. All of a sudden, there's something. Now, let's hold that thought. What is that something? A something is something significant. A something is some change that is worth call the attention. That is a something. So let's assume that 20 cents the dollar is something. It can actually introduce the rate at 20 cents the dollar. I'm not saying it's going to stay like that. And if it happens, we don't have to fall in chaos. Please remember this radio show. Hold that radio show. Do not delete it. Go back to the show and remember my words. It may be 20 cents. It may be 50 cents, the dollar. It may be, it may be 50 cents the dollar. Or less than 50 cents the dollar. That is something. But if it is only 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, that may not be considered something. My point is that if God announced it through his prophet that he will deliver his people from poverty, from slavery, and that he will change the whole world, as we have heard from prophets around the world, not only Americans, then we are talking about something like 1-to-1. Can they do that? Of course they can. They can do that. Now, what many gurus up there are waiting, it is understandable. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen like that. Please, I don't want to confuse you. I'm not saying that when they introduce the first rate, it will happen right after they announce Mosul free. It will happen after all the restrictions are removed. It will happen after Chapter 7 is being removed. It will happen after all the crap that you understand as a legality, as the logic, between parentheses, the logic thing to do. As a ex-banker, as somebody who's been working in the world market, in the international Wall Street, the logic thing is not that. The logic thing is to make the move and then make the announcements. As any broker, as anybody who work in the Wall Street, you live in a city like United States, New York. I have a lot of fans in New York. You have a lot of fans. You have the whole nest of bankers over there. Ask them, would it be logic? Would it be a smart move that you give the whole world an announcement and then revalue the dollar or revalue any currency? No, it wouldn't. There is a logic behind it, because I've been telling you for a long time. You never heard it from any guru right here, right now. They need to protect themselves from criminals in the Wall Street, from manipulators, from currency manipulators. And the number one currency manipulator is George Soros. They're not going to do what every single guru is expecting. They won't. The revaluation can happen at any minute, any date, without any notice. Now, they're telling me now, Ben, why should I be checking for something when people have been waiting for 13 years, watching in the CVI website? The reason why I've been telling to check the website is just to make sure that the rate is international. But I have told you in other shows that when they revalue, it may not, and I don't think it will be reflected in the website. I don't think so. So how the whole world will find out about it? All right, let me answer that question. The whole world will find out about the revaluation of the dinar through the bankers and their connections. And trust me, Elsevier will find out about it. Trust me. John Nigel will find out about it. Trust me. Any private group that right now is waiting for the green light, they will find out about it. That's how you're going to find out about it. That's how you're going to find out about it. That is why I've been always telling you that they are going to create a chaos in such a way that people will be confused. They will not know if it is true or not true. That's when people are going to go panic. I can imagine all of you calling me on my phone, trying to hack my number, emailing me, sending me texts like crazy. Ben, is this true? Is it Revalue? Is this true? I'm just telling you right now. That's how it will be done. So you need to only just take it easy. It's not the end of the world. So it revalues right now as I'm speaking. So what? You will find that eventually. And when you do, you'll be walking inside the bank and do your exchange. Simple as that. I remember one time, the no gurus were reporting anything. In the last news that they were giving, I believe that happened back in 4 years ago. And that, no, it wasn't 4 years. It was 2 years ago. They were saying that the last news that they heard was that it will not, the Iraq will not revalue. And I remember that because I was so busy that day, I received about 5,000 emails. That was back then when we were in stage 3. People were literally crying on me. And I'm not lying. I have the emails. They were lying on me. They were crying on me, I'm sorry. They were crying on me. I had a lady crying, calling me on the phone. I don't know how in the heck she found out my number. I know one guy that I respect him a lot. He hacked my number. How he hacked my number? He's an expert in marketing. He knows what to do. So he called me that day. He said, Ben, look, I don't have time to respond to you. How did I get your number? How are we doing that? Why you haven't reported anything? Why? What's going on? The guy was like going crazy. Do you see why I've been telling you that it's going to be a whole chaos and panic? Because you people rely on my information too much. And not only my information, any other intel that many gurus have been spreading. John Nigo, the owner of Currency 365, just mentioned it right now. Something that I haven't mentioned. That the gurus destroy common sense. That is 100% right. The gurus in internet have destroyed not only common sense, they have destroyed lives. They have controlled your brain and your spirit. Because you rely too much and you make that information too critical to the point that it's ridiculous. You need to relax. My point is relax. You don't have to be sending me all these emails and asking me all these questions. Just take it. Try to assimilate, try to understand it. And if you don't understand it, just wait. Later on, you will understand. I do between 1 and 2 broadcasting on Facebook Live. That's the moment you can ask questions. Don't ask me later on when I'm done. Ask questions. I'm open to answer all the questions. So I'm giving you right now your intel. Will they do what everybody is saying? That they're expecting a announcement. And immediately everything's going to happen. The same day. I'm not telling you that they cannot do that. I'm telling you that although they can do that, it is not recommendable. Therefore, the revaluation will happen at any day, at any time, without notice. That's how bankers works. I have given you many times examples. Sweden did it. Did they ask for the IMF's permission to leave the euro? No, they didn't. What did Christina Lagarde, which is the secretary of the IMF, said? She said it. I wish the government of Sweden will have notified me before they did that move. Did they come out and say, okay, look, just because you didn't tell me this, we're gonna we're going to put some restrictions on you. We're going to put some penalties. You're going to have to pay this much money. No, they didn't. Because it's between bankers. They just played the full game of a stage. Between bankers, they don't give a fuck what they do. They don't. I've been telling you, repeating you all the time. Why you keep bringing up that, it needs to be done because that's the protocol. No, there's no such a protocol. I've been saying it for almost 2 years and a half. Bankers will do this because they don't care about anything. They don't care about protocols. They don't care about security. They don't care about governments. Nothing. They will do it when they expect and this is the right time. I've been telling you that. So I'm trying to educate you and be ready because what's going to happen in few days is going to come out with a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, and a lot of questioning. And I accept that. So you will have a lot of questions. Fine. Wait until I come back. Wait until I come back. Because I may, and I said it, let me just tell you something. This is an announcement I'm giving you right now. I'm giving you a public announcement. From today, I may or may not come back to you. Why? Because I'm doing my work. Simple as that. See, I don't jump into stuff. Yes, I jump when I'm happy. Yes, I have. Ask anybody who is in my Facebook. I've been putting like crazy all this stuff. That's because when I have time to do that, I jump because I'm celebrating. I'm happy because I know this is going to happen. But that doesn't mean I go crazy on that. That doesn't mean that I will go, hey, let's do this. No. I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay? So, easy. Take it easy. Just breathe. Breathe. My God, if you only will read the emails, look, I'm telling you the truth. Many people have wrote to me letters, and I'm not going to mention their name because I respect and have ethics. Privacy. I respect privacy. But I will tell you this. Many of you are racially, you need help, okay? I'm just telling you that. You need help. And I want to tell you one thing. See, long time ago, I did mention, for those who are following me, I mentioned that I had a dream. And in that dream, I saw people dying when they found out that DRB happened. They had heart attacks. Many people will die because of a heart attack. I'm not lying. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You want to avoid that? You want to avoid that to be you? Take it easy. Relax. When this happens, it will happen. You will have plenty of time to go to the bank. You will have all the time you need. So that's your intel. That's answering all the questions that I just received. It's ridiculous, all the questions that I received. I keep answering and they coming back with the same question. I don't have the time to answer all that. I just told you that. Instead of acting with a panic attack, just read my answer. Remember what I've been telling you. Will they revalue the way many gurus are expecting with all this announcement and everything? I'm not telling you that's going to happen. Yes, it might happen. Will it be recommendable? No, it's not. It's not going to be recommendable. They're going to have to use the surprise factor. The surprise factor. Okay, let me give you another example, okay? You remember me. I just posted a news saying that the United States already ran out of time on North Korea. Now, whenever you see the media pushing for a war, it's because it is going to be war. I'm going to repeat that again. Whenever you see media pushing for war, it's because we might see war. Now, you also have to remember this. Donald Trump is not media oriented. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump hates media. We all know that. So will he go and attack North Korea the way Obama did it, the way Bush did it, and any other president? No. He's not going to say, okay, you ran out of time, and by the next day, he's going to attack you. No, that's not how it's going to happen. Are you serious? That's not how it's going to happen. What is the one thing that Donald Trump always been criticizing the other governments? Why are you telling our enemy what move we're going to do? Why are you doing that? If Donald Trump will attack North Korea, will be in a day that nobody expected, in the hour nobody expected. And trust me, he will do that. The same way brokers increase the rate. The same way. You will not tell your enemy what you're going to do. Never. You will take the surprise factor, because the surprise factor will guarantee that you're going to be successful. Simple as that. Okay? So, let's bring up the sense, the common sense on this. Okay? Let's bring the common sense. Things are looking beautiful. Things are looking bright. It's very. If I would go for every little thing that we went through and I have explained it to you, on and on and on, I will bore you again. So I'm not gonna repeat it again. The reason why I'm repeating this time is because, my God, I have I believe I counted 35 emails with the same questions. Because as you know, many of you receive your intel in some other gurus, and they have destroyed your sense. And just now, what a coincidence, John Nigel, my brother in Jesus Christ, say that. That is 100% truth. Gurus have destroyed your common sense the same way they have destroyed your life. Okay? So, today, I'm telling you this. The intel that I'm telling you is that don't expect that this will come in our announcement. They're going to use the Smart Mood project. They're going to use the way things are done in real life. Okay? That is your intel. And when it comes out, you will see if I was delivering fake intel. You will see that that was actually bringing you bullshit. You'll see that. Okay? I'm not worrying about it. All I know is going to happen in such a way people will be just shocked. That's all I know. That's all I stick with. Trust me, when I talk to my contact in the elite, I know him since 1995. And every single time I talk to him, trust me, and I'm telling you the honest truth. I even telling it to my closest friends. I sometimes feel intimidated talking to him because the way he say things. Not only they sound prophetic, but they're very scary, because if you only knew how the elite have control in the world, you'd probably cry. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you that. Since 1995, my whole life has changed the way I see things around, because I know how powerful they are. When they tell you we're going to do this, and then we're going to destroy this, and then we're going to come back and do this, and it happens eventually every single time, the way they say it, there's nothing to laugh about, there's nothing to doubt about. That's exactly how they're going to happen. And now they are predicting their war, their power is over. And that's going to happen too. And they're okay with that. Trust me, they are okay with that. Not the majority, but the ones that really are tired of controlling the world, they're okay with that. All right? So just to let you know what's going on. And I'm probably displaying too much information because it's almost over. I have a strong feeling that one day or any minute, I will go with my show again and I will dedicate the song that I've been telling you that I will dedicate to congratulate you. I have a strong feeling that day is coming very soon. Okay? So if you have any questions for today's show, you can email me at bennyintelrb@gmail.com, or you can go to a Facebook page, which is the Fake News Show, and look for the newspaper that say that social media has taken over the world. Okay? I'll give you that information. Thank you so much for the letters in Australia. Thank you so much for the letters in Polonia. Thank you so much in the letters in Russia and China. Thank you for your words. And thank you for all the beautiful things you said about me. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you so much. And I will see you again into another show. For now, have a beautiful night.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.